Street talk. What it is, man. You know, we back at it again with another video. You know, I always gotta share my perspective on situations that's going on in the industry, that's going on, maybe in the world. Today, I'm about to sit there and speak on some situations. Well, not really situations, but the Youngthug situation. It's crazy. I know all y'all been looking into it, seeing all the calls dropping and everything like that. So, I want to go ahead and touch on that topic, share my opinion. Y'all can also share your opinions in the comments. Please don't hesitate to comment, like, or subscribe. Most definitely some followers. So, anyways, let's get into it, man. That boy Youngthug calls been leaked as far as what they saying. Honestly, once again, I think this is another clout move that market his music. Being out of the game for so long, want to make sure that you sell records. Gunna came out, was released on the snitching situation, so you already know he already going to have a 6ix9ine type of vibe coming back, which seems like Gunna album went #1. So you see how that type of shit works. Youngthug comes out now with a whole bunch of leaked calls, and everybody already got their eyes on him with the Gunna situation, trying to see what that's going to lead to. Now he got the leaked calls, so you already know this is a marketing strategy. So y'all always keep in mind that this is entertainment. Sometimes entertainment can go too far and it can lead to bloodshed. It can lead to people dying. But that's the price that these artists nowadays are playing. So this type of game we in. But anyways, as I said, it's entertainment. So it's always fun to sit back and watch these things unfold. Watch the people who don't have tough skin get emotional. You know what I'm saying? So leak calls with Youngthug, calling Gorilla Glow ugly, which I most definitely think Gorilla Glow is ugly. I think she's a nice looking female, beautiful face, big smile, country, full of joy. So I like Gorilla's Glow vibe, and I think she's alright looking. She ain't the best, but she alright looking, And the question is, when she's working at Wendy's, would that be somebody you holler at? I don't know. I just want my 4 for 4. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, the other call, Future situation. I always like Future. I ain't never really seen the issue with Future Gunna. Studs saying Future fake, do a lot of fake shit, which, I wouldn't put it past him. Shit. He felt like Drake needed him. Drake felt like Future needed him. These are both cocky artists, so I wouldn't put it past Future for having some snake ways. But you can't call yourself King Slime if you ain't willing to be slime. You know what I'm saying? You represent the whole brand of niggas, snaking niggas. You know what I'm saying? You should have called yourself Spider from the jump. But you call yourself Slime or whatever the fuck you call they little clique. You know what I'm saying? They gang or whatever they want to call it. That's what they represent. So I'm not even surprised Gunna snitched. Anybody that's riding with a clique like that do each other in, they represent that type of slime activity. You never know what these niggas might do to you. So I don't blame Gunna. Gunna's a college kid that turned rapper. Want to still involve himself in street life activities, even though he had opportunities to, be better. That's his downfall. At least he found a path to still get paid. That's all I can say. But anyways, you can't trust a college kid to not fold. They're already blessed with opportunity to become more in life, even if they don't succeed in the rap business. They always had that to fall back on. You know what I'm saying? He probably can't go back to a real university, maybe. I'm quite sure he got the money to do so. But he probably can't go back to a university, but he can go like to one of those local colleges, shit. You know what I'm saying? So Gunna always gonna have an opportunity to make something out of himself. A lot of us, that really look at the hip hop as we look at hip hop as being a way out from the ghetto. When you fucked up your record, you couldn't go back to school. People didn't want to go get their GED. Motherfuckers got murder cases on them and shit like that, so they can't even get a good, legit job. So being a rapper, entrepreneur was a way out, not something that how they treat it now. Nowadays, it's more of a fashion. It's more of something that everybody just want to look like than really want to be. You know what I'm saying? That's why you get surprises nowadays in the industry with these younger artists, the same activities that they really be doing, getting into all these federal charges, RICOs, and all that shit, because they don't know how to move right. You know what I'm saying? But back to the Young Thug topic, man. I went off a little bit, but back to the Young Thug situation, man. Like I say, all the calls are unfolding, leaking. Like I said, my opinion is for marketing strategy, entertainment, to help sell records, to get them back in the blogs and everything like that. But we see how this shit will unfold as we continue to hear more leak calls. Young Thug saying that half these people already know how he feel about them. He already talked to them on the phone about that situation, but I guess for the public view, he wants to explain to y'all whatever it is he wants to explain. To me, you don't have nothing to explain if you already explained to the people that you're talking about. If you already told them how you feel, there ain't nothing else to really say. But like I said, it's marketing strategy. Wouldn't be surprised if they all down with it. And let's see how it unfolds, man. But anyways, welcome back home to Young Thug. Lucy, you know what I'm saying? Welcome back home to Lucy. All them boys, you know what I'm saying? Free Boosie whenever he get locked up, I guess. Free Tootie Raw, you know what I'm saying? We'll go on that topic later. But let's go ahead, man. Y'all support the channel. Fuck with the channel, man. Subscribe, like, comment.